been in the science fair phase of AI. Lots of experiment, lots of excitement. Now, the board meetings have changed. The question is not, can we build it anymore? And the question is, can we trust it with our money? We are moving from building software to hiring a digital workplace. And this requires business and tech to stop acting like clients and vendors and start acting like co-founders. To discuss this, how we bridge this gap, I have a power pack panel with me today. So I would like to invite the panel one for this discussion, Mr. Bala Singhania, CDO HDFC Life. May I have a huge round of applause for Mr. Bala Singhania. Sir. Mr. Shammi Kapoor, CEO of Magma General Insurance. Mr. Ashish Rathi, CEO and ED HDFC Securities. Mr. Ratan Kesh, CEO and ED Bandhan Bank. A huge round of applause for the panelists. And along with that, I would like to invite Mr. Sandeep from Financial Express to moderate this.
So we've got CDO of IDBI. You introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I request him to join because he's a great boy in the industry.
So I had data for IDBI Bank. I joined IDBI around a few months back. And before that, I've been for 20 years working for MNCs in US and India, which includes Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Lehman Brothers type of banks. And first time in Indian bank. And thank you so much.
Friend.
Yeah.
Come.
Please welcome Mr. Bineet Jha from IDBI.
Thank you. Thank you for the lovely introduction. I think my role as a reporter, as an editor for BFSI at Financial Express Digital. So I meet and talk, report, interview a lot of people from the BFSI sector. And trust me, in every interaction, not just almost, but categorically in every interaction, agentic AI or AI is one word which creeps in. I mean, my interview is not finished unless I talk about agentic AI or AI. So I think that kinds of highlights the importance of the subject today. When we talk about agentic AI in business, I think the topic is very right, collaborating or aligning business and technology in agentic AI or AI for businesses to scale rapidly or transformationally. I don't think it can be about agentic business and technology working in silos, as a client and vendor. But I think it's very important for businesses, for companies to kind of bring them together to have a meaningful impact in their company. But before we get into a proper Q&A, I want to ask one quick question from all our speakers and panelists. According to you, if I have to ask you and if given a choice, what is a bigger challenge? What is a bigger enemy, for scale? Is it technology, where perhaps models are not working or broken? Or is it business? Is it organization where processes are broken? What do you think?
Thank you. I think it's not a simple answer, but if I have to put it across in a simple way, we have started believing that technology is the only solution for us. I personally believe technology is an enabler. You need to know how to use it, when to use it, where to use it. And that's where the problem starts. When, how, and what to use is somewhere where we lose our trails. So obviously that's very important for us to understand that where do we want to use an enabler. Another area we always get confused about is more focusing about ROI, and we always terms ROI in terms of numbers, right? Now when we talk about, I think Ashish, what he was trying to bring out, while obviously when you have underwriting done through a smart tool, definitely there is an ROI of having a less underwriter. But what we are missing across is something which is not tangible, but which adds value to your business, is the confidence and the trust factor today, which these platforms can create for an organization. And from a process point of view, you have to understand that now your processes don't be what you want to be. Your process have to get aligned to what is the need of a customer, what enabler you're trying to deploy, and third, the most important, the entire governance aspect around it gives you that confidence that as a combined effort, you're able to deliver at the end what you want to deliver to your customer, maybe a product, maybe a service, or in fact, for that matter, even an advice which a customer is looking for from you.
Yeah, what was the question?
Same question for you. Which is the bigger enemy for scale? What is the bigger challenge for you?
For
When it
scale.
comes to scaling, is it technology or is it the processor or is it the business?
So, look, let me take the banking perspective. To scale it up, you need to first of all ensure that you understand my business, including the regulation. Therefore, domain becomes very, very important. You can bring a great agentic and AI capability. That capability will deliver value up to a point, but to deliver significant value, you need to understand my business model and my regulation. I think that's one important area. The second, I would say, each of these companies come up with very small niche specific capabilities which are extremely important, but the ability of each of these players or the orchestration layer to integrate all of this to deliver the long term value for the customer, as Sami was talking about, is the second big area. And the third is when things are going right is phenomenal and it really looks quite hunky dory, but when things go wrong, the ability of the right engineers to get the right engineers in India, in your city, to be able to solve for, and then come back and do those changes in a quick time frame, it becomes another third area of challenge. Because once you get used to a agentic scenario, then you almost forget how to do it otherwise. So how to really create that parallel stream of having ability to still manage and run the BCP without that, and also solve for very, very quickly. I would say these three could be the challenges. Having said that, a lot is happening in the space. It is no more how it is going to be impacting, whether it is a challenge, or not, it is going to happen. I mean, it's almost like given, because the AI agents are learning on their own, and therefore their abilities are to deliver significant value is going up every single minute. And it will therefore be here to stay, and it will get deployed in many more areas, even faster than what you can think of.
You agree with that?
Well, I can have elaborated answer and I can have very small answer also.
Quick, over.
So the quickest and easiest answer is none of these. So if you ask me what is the bigger challenge is people. Is not the process, because that also being created by people. It's not technology, that also being governed by people. So challenge is to change those people. So especially in the area which we are in, it's not, the I would say startup, where you have 99% of the very young people who are so agile. You don't have to think about before or after giving some task, or before or after giving any changes. That's already changed. But then when you are dealing with people for baby boomer till this X, Z, Y, I don't even remember, every other day my son keeps coming and saying, now I'm Gen X, Y, Z. So to have that seamless change and that arrangement or program to have all of these people covered is really a challenge. That's where most of the challenges would be. And I see in foreseeable time, this is going to be the key activity to be done in order to get this transformation moving on.
I think the responses are very interesting. Mixed set of responses. I think we're gonna have a more interesting responses for our following questions. Shamiji, coming to you. In insurance, when we talk about claims, I'm talking about strategy. There are simple approvals and there are complex investigations. Where do you see the most value of deploying agentic AI? Is it about solving those, simple approvals which are probably, let's say, 80%, and using agentic AI to kind of make it 100% perfect? Or, putting agentic AI to solving those complex investigations that can probably, expedite the entire process?
If I have to put in my own views, the entire claims journey, if I have to just split it in three parts. One, where a customer wants to do something on his own, which starts from a claim intimation, or for that matter, knowing anything about his claim status. Second stage is obviously, as you rightly said, when you want to adjudicate a claim, where all you can, take help of technology so that decisions happen faster. Third and the most important area is how quickly you are able to give the decisioning back to the customer and even paying him back